Good morning, everyone. It's your friendly neighborhood mailman, the Trojanpear, on Trojanpear's Food Club. This is one of new thing that I'm doing for the food club. It is a series called A Week On Trojanpear's Birthday. Talking a little low because it is early in the morning, and don't want to be too disturbing of people. But essentially what this idea is, we've got my birthday coming up here, and on the week leading up to my birthday, the 6 days before and the day of, I'm going to kind of vlog about the different things that are going on, particularly the places I'm going, because I'm going to be going mostly to places that are some of my favorite places to eat at. Alright, here we go. Let's check it out. $2.11. My goodness, I've lost weight even from the beginning of the year. Alright, that's what we're starting with. Mr. Oof Guy coming here to visit for breakfast. Jill Mama, she ready to eat too, but not yet done. Gotta wait a little bit longer. Here my first location, Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. Well, I have now left Dunkin', and I'm ready to start going over the meal. Now, this Dunkin' was not the closest one to work, but it was the one that I trust the most to have what I want. I mean, you just never know. Sometimes with some of these places, how they vary from time to time. I have been to the one that's close to here before, but it's been a while back. The other one is the one I usually have been to many, many times. So I trust that they'll have what I want. And Dunkin', of course, as you probably have heard around this time, is doing a new plant-based sausage sandwich for breakfast. I've had that before. It's pretty good. But this is a week on Trojanpear's birthday. And a week on Trojanpear's birthday, you've got to be getting things that I want. And so when I go to Dunkin', there are two specific things I'm looking for me personally. Number one is the meal that we have in here, which is not much of a meal. It's very basic, very small. But it is the thing that I love most out of everything here at Dunkin'. And not just a donut, but I don't know that you can really see it too good, but it's a maple frosted donut. Their maple frosted donuts are amazing. And this is no exception. One of the main reasons I choose Dunkin' Donuts over any of the other donut places that we have is I like their donuts better, and the maple frosted is extremely good. The other thing, I don't drink coffee. I don't really like coffee, but I like, a few years ago at our haunted history tour, if you've seen that video, I was introduced to something called a vanilla chai. And so found out Dunkin' Donuts has a vanilla chai, and so I get that now from there. Some other places have it as well. This is one of the cheaper fares too compared to the others. But what's interesting about this particular visit, I went in and asked for a small vanilla chai. I've had smalls before. This is nowhere near small. This is a good size, at least a medium, for sure. But maybe they knew it was because of my birthday. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. But, I'd like to believe that, hey, it's my birthday, so I get extra vanilla chai for my birthday for no charge. So I'm going to enjoy this. Still quite hot, but definitely very good. Well, I just saw this coming, but a coworker got me a hash brown from McDonald's. Bon appetit. So upon further review of the situation, it turns out that they did not actually give me a larger size vanilla chai. They must have mixed up my order with somebody in the drive-thru, I guess, because when I took a sip of it after it had cooled down a little bit better and I could taste it a little bit more, I noticed that it definitely was not vanilla chai. It was, in fact, something with coffee in it. It had a distinct coffee taste to it. And I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee at all. This was not one of the worst coffees I had because it was not a strong coffee. It was very light coffee flavor. Nevertheless, it was coffee and it was not vanilla chai, which is what I wanted. So I was very disappointed about that. Look, I'm trying to just highlight some of my favorite places and showcase, why you should go to these places. And then, I get to my first place and they mess up on it, which is like one of the first times they've ever done that. Dunkin' I've never had an issue with that. I've had, sometimes they've been out of certain types of donuts, whatnot, but as far as the wrong order, that never happens. So that was definitely new. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of unplanned deviation. I'm at work, but I'm about to go on break, and as I go on break, there is another place here on my route that has a vanilla chai. So I'm going to get that there. It's a place called Origin Coffee. Here it is. Let's go. All right, so I got my vanilla chai. It costs quite a little bit more than it does at Dunkin', which is why I don't normally go here. Just because obviously you don't want to pay that much. It's not really that much different than the one at Dunkin', so cheaper is better. Plus you get Dunkin', get the donuts and the other stuff. Here there's nothing really that spectacular about the place because they're a little pricey, but they do have the chai, so that's a plus. We'll enjoy this and then get ready for lunch. Now that's vanilla chai. That is excellent. So I'm getting ready for my lunch time now. And today's lunch is going to be at, I don't know if you can see back there, Taste of India. Taste of India. This is an Indian restaurant, probably the only Indian restaurant here in the city. I recently had a different Indian place back when they had a different Indian restaurant. For the first time, absolutely loved it. I particularly love when they have the buffets because of my limited amount of dietary needs that I can, eat and whatnot. Buffets are always great. And so they have a lunch buffet. This one does too. It's very much like the other one as far as their foods. This one's a little bit spicier in terms of their food, but Indian spicy foods I can handle a little bit better. So that shouldn't be a problem. I've been here a few times. I love Indian food. The opportunity to get to them, particularly for lunch, for their lunch buffets. So that's why I'm going for lunch, for the lunch buffet, because that's my favorite thing to do at these places. Nobody in my family or friends really seems to like Indian food. So this is basically my only opportunity to be able to do it is when I get to do it by myself, usually right after work if I finish work early. It's early day. Also, before I get into this place, one thing I didn't mention about the vanilla chai. When I went to Origin Coffee, this turned out to be a great blessing because I went there, and they asked me what kind of milk I wanted. Now, I had never been asked before there, but obviously they have different types of milk. So I said, well, what do you have? And she started spouting because, I figured it was just the whole 2% skim sort of thing. But the first thing she says is almond. And I was like, oh, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. Because I love almond milk. And I did not expect her to say that. But I thought maybe they would have a soy, which they also have a soy or something like that. And just wanted to know what the options were. But as soon as they said almond, I was all on that. And it was the best vanilla chai that I've had because of the almond milk that they used in it. So that was very good, very, very excited about having had that. So that was good, very good. So now let's go to Taste of India for lunch. There it is, my main course. Different things. All look very good. Try them out. Now for dessert, a little bit of a type of Indian rice pudding. It's very good. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Again, the food is spicy, obviously, but it's not too bad. Honestly, as long as you got your water there, drink it regularly, you'll be fine. They come fill it up and don't leave you hanging. You'll be good to go with it. But everything is just so good. I have all they have it divided into two. They have like their chicken side and their vegetarian side. The vegetarian side, they got their bread. I can't remember the exact names of everything, but they had two types of rice. Had the one that was just the regular rice, one that was a vegetable rice. Those were really good today, especially the regular one, because they're always good, but there was something particular about it today that was really good. Had a lot better texture to it this time. Also, they had a spinach and tofu type curry. That was really good. They had peas and potatoes in a sort of curry sauce. That was excellent as well. They had a lentil type of curry thing as well, and that went real well with the bread, sopping it up because it was very almost soupy like. So that was very good to kind of just sop it up with the bread, to eat the bread with that. And then there was something else. Oh, there was an assorted vegetable in a cashew curry. That was very good too. All of it was really good. And then for dessert, you had the type of, basically what it is, it's a rice pudding, which I like rice pudding. This is more of a almost milky sort of pudding. It's not really a true pudding like you would consider, kind of almost gelatinous. This is very milky, but it's got a very sweet flavor, and it goes very well as a dessert to counteract that heat that you've had from lunch. Excellent. I love it. Definitely worth it. Every time I go here too, it seems like I look forward to it, but then when I actually put it in my mouth for the first time, I just remember how good it is and how much I actually love this place in Indian food. It's like I totally underestimate how much I really, really enjoy it. So that was very good. So I'm going to go home now and then get a few things done around the house and whatnot. And then I'm going to go get dinner for everybody a little bit later. All right, now we're talking the real deal here. Lunch was a great place for me. A place I don't normally get to go because people, friends and family don't care about. But this is a place that everybody is into. Particularly this location. They have 3 locations here in the city. It is more of a local place, so it's not a place that you'll really find anywhere else. If I can focus it a little bit better, this is Miles to Go. So, Miles to Go. This is a really great place, particularly this location. This one was built newer than the other two locations, so it's a little bit better. It's open 7 days a week, where the others have limited hours and days and whatnot. But this location here offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whereas the other ones are just lunch and dinner. Um, this is country style type food, cafeteria sort of way, where you get meat, two sides, or a veggie plate with four sides. So I'm going to get the food for the family right now. All right, so I got the food now, and I'm heading home now. Sasa. Look at Sasa. Cook. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
I may give her that dog food with the peas in it.
You can't do that. Sasa. Don't be sure. No, that's my food. My rolls, my squash, green beans, cream corn, and mac and cheese. Stop. Crazy fool. Mm. That's good. Corn's good.
Good. I don't know.
That was one of the better looking things.
That's the squash.
Yeah.
Totally looks different from last time.
It is different, but this is more of a casserole type squash. I like this better than the regular squash. Very good. And then this should pretty much taste like a typical. Yeah. Those are good.
Macaroni and cheese looks totally different. Totally. It looks like fried macaroni and cheese.
I like it. That's really good.
Alright.
I like that. It's all good. All good. It's going to be a good meal. Well, that is it for the first day of a week on Trojanpear's birthday. It was a pretty good day in terms of the food that I had. Duncan had the donuts with the maple frosting on it. Excellent. The really bad thing about today, though, was did not have the vanilla chai. I thought I had it. They mixed it up, gave me some sort of coffee-based drink. And that not only disappointed me because I didn't get what I wanted from that, which later on made up for it when I went to Origin, got the vanilla chai there with almond milk. But drinking that, even though I didn't finish it, just drank a little bit of it, it really messed with my stomach really bad. And I had to take different types of stomach medications different points today that I really was having problems with that today. So that was not good, certainly. So because of that, that kind of made it not as good as it could have been. But lunch, got to go to Taste of India, had their lunch buffet. Excellent. And then for dinner, got to have Miles to Go, and that was certainly good. Not their best day of the week to go. I like the day when they have the dressing best as far as dinners, but we probably got some other stuff in store for Thursday, so we will wait and see what tomorrow brings, with more opportunities for eating out and such. And I'll share those with you then tomorrow.